Yes, how can we help you, please?
I'm in the relationship,
Mm,
but this guy have been there for me. That is the truth.
mm-hmm,
Because I have two kids, he doesn't have any.
mm-hmm.
I came abroad 5 months ago. Then
Okay.
I left him in Uganda, but then of recently he introduced to me that he has another girlfriend, though
Mm-hmm,
he loves me, but
mm-hmm.
he had told me that he will never marry one wife.
Okay.
Then I saw a post on his status. I asked him, "Who is she?" She was
Mm,
like, "She is your co wife." Then I
okay.
was like, "If you love both of us, why can't you post all of us?"
Mm-hmm,
Then he was like, "Let me tell you, whatever you see or whatever you hear doesn't seem to be. Yes,
mm-hmm.
I'm with her, but I love you more, though I love
Okay.
you both." Now
Mm-hmm,
I'm confused. I love that guy. He's being there for me because I can
mm-hmm,
see the actions. He's
mm-hmm,
in Uganda taking care of my kids. He
mm-hmm,
helps and some actions, but then I'm confused. Now he has been posting her
mm-hmm.
for several times now, ever since I came, but I've never seen my photo anywhere. So I'm
All right.
just
Okay.
confused.
Don't be confused. What's your name, please?
I'm Santrina.
Santrina. Okay. So let me call you Santi. Santri, I want to ask you something. You told me that that guy told you that he cannot marry one wife, like he has to marry two, three, or four, or five, right?
Mm,
And that was, he told you before you left
yeah.
Uganda, right?
He told me before we started the
And you are
relationship.
okay, and you are okay, were
We
you
were
okay with it?
friends first.
Good. Were
Uh,
you okay with it?
I kept quiet. I was like, "Why would you marry more than one wife? Why?" Then he was like, "It's not good to have kids in one woman." What? I was like, "No."
Is he, if sorry to ask this because it's so personal, but is he a Muslim or is he a Christian?
Christian.
Mm, sorry, my dear, but you have to run for your life. I'm just so sorry that you took so much time to to see it, because if he was a Muslim, I would understand, because their teachings are different when it comes to marriage. Uh, but we as Christians, there's a culture that we are bred on. There's a culture that we grow on. So this guy is not a bad guy. That is the first thing that I will tell you. He's not a bad guy because number one, he told you what he feels.
Mm,
He told you. That is the first thing, and I love that he told you.
mm,
So from the word go, the moment he told you that for me, I cannot marry only one wife, that was the time you were supposed to say, mm-mm. Me also, I just need my man for myself. But if he said, and you went aside, like asking yourself that why he's thinking like that, that was your mistake in the first place.
I
So number
thought he
two,
would change.
n- never. This is where we make mistake, my dear sister. We all make these mistakes. It is not just you alone. A lot of people fall in love thinking that they can make the people they are falling in love with to change. For example, you're falling in love with a drunkard and thinking like, he will stop drinking. They will never stop. You're falling in love with a thief that is known by the society, thinking like, oh, he will change. They will never change. So if he told you that he cannot marry only one wife, it means that is he was right, and he's a good guy because at least he was open with you. So right now, as you are saying that he's a good guy, he's taking care of your children, is something that looks good. Men and women out there don't even want to see their stepkids. But there is something I will tell you as well, that I don't want to judge him, but you need to think, and I want to ask you a question first. Do you send him money?
No, but
You don't
when I
send him
send
money.
when I send money, it is just budgeted. He takes it at school. That is it.
Hmm. Is
Not
he
that
working?
that I support him financially. Not just a little, but financially, he has his own things that he's working. He's a farmer.
Okay, so this is what I want to ask you. Apart from not being posted on his social media platform, and apart from having this woman with him, is there any other thing that you feel that this man is doing and you don't like as a character?
No,
Is he abusive, like
no,
mentally? Does he
no,
torture you
no,
emotionally?
no.
I want you to think about this. I know we can all here tell you to run for your life just the same way I had told you before. But before you run for your life, I want you to think twice. Right now, you are not in Uganda.
Yes.
Yesterday, I said here, long distance relationship is not for our generations. Sometimes this guy is cheating at the moment because he cannot control himself. And when he thinks like for you to go back to Uganda, it's going to take you 2 years, he's trying to figure out, how can I wait for her for 2 years? The worst part of it is like he's doing it and showing you publicly. What I will tell everyone who's watching, there is over 100 people watching here. Men will always cheat as long as there is a distance. Very few, 1 out of 100%, will not cheat. Very few men. If you take 10 men and you separate them from their women, like their wives or their girlfriends, and you take them somewhere for more than at least 90 days, which is 3 months, 9 of them will cheat. Only one might not cheat. That's a fact. So, being that there is a distance between you and him is pushing him to cheat. But also remember that in the first place, this guy had already told you that he cannot marry only one wife. That was the truth he told you, and he was truthful. So I love him for the fact that he was true with you. But our culture as Christians, that is not the teaching we are taught. Even though, even me personally, as a coach, I came from a polygamous family, but my parents were all Christians. Even though my dad married 2 women, but he was a Christian. Okay? So think about losing a man who is good in everything, but seems like he's cheating you. Before you leave him, ask yourself difficult questions. Do you think if you go back to Uganda, he will be there for you or not?
I'm
Because
sure he
the thing
will.
is, today you will leave him, today you will leave him for another man, and the man you are going to get will also be cheating somehow. The
But then
problem is
this
men are not
guy,
coming to hear because men fear coming to speak up. But this thing is happening with the women as well.
this guy, when I
Before
was
you stop, mm,
when I was still in Uganda, when I was still his
mm,
friend before entering the relationship, he had the many girlfriends. But when I started the relationship with him, he would
mm,
he had stopped, I think, because he would give me time. He would He would never show me anything to hurt me. He would be in pain whenever I would be in
So I wanna
pain.
finish this. I wanna finish this. I wanna finish this with one question. How old are you, if you don't mind?
I'm 29.
How old is he?
29.
Go grab your man. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Take care of yourself. Work. Save your money. Have peace with yourself. Pray. Ask God to protect him where he is. Just pray. Go to your
Amen.
knees and pray. You are young, he is young. This is
Okay.
the period where men try to put their energy in every woman.
Okay.
It is not enough for you to run away from him at this moment. I know everyone is going to tell you, leave, leave, leave. You're still young to start growing a spirit of divorce and a spirit of separation in your life.
Okay.
Don't think about leaving.
Okay.
Think
Thank you
about
so
how
much.
you can close the gap between the two of you. Yeah, just close that gap. That gap is what is causing all these troubles. So you cannot
Okay.
leave your job now. You have to work, but
Yeah.
stop even asking him to post you or whatever to do what. Forget about that. Go back
Okay.
to God. Ask God just to protect him. He is a young man. I know. I was in that age as well. And I know what we used to do that time. It will reach a
Okay.
time he will cool down and he will understand. He has got the characters you are looking for in a man.
Okay.
Give him
Okay.
space, pray for him, and pray for yourself. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much.
Take care. You're
I
welcome.
always
You're
follow
welcome.
you.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure, dear. Khadija, I see